Hello, peace seekers. This is Soneakqua White dropping in to give you a piece of my mind that will hopefully give you some peace of mind. Today, I have a question for you. Have you ever felt like someone was looking down on you or looking down at you? Or have you ever been accused of looking down on someone? Well, I have, and that is the topic of my video for today. And a part of it is twofold. So I want to look at it from the position of the person who's being accused of looking down on someone and the position of the person who feels like another person is looking down on them. And I want to talk about getting out of what I call the pit mindset. So from my perspective, when I have been accused of looking down on someone, I could have argued that I wasn't. And then I decided against it because I had to look at, okay, maybe from their perspective, that is what it looks like. Because from my perspective, I see you in a pit. If I see in your life where you could make some changes, where if you made these adjustments, you could do something different with your life, something other than what you're doing right now, then I'm looking at you in a pit. And so in essence, if I see you in a pit or quicksand like you're sinking, then perhaps I actually am looking down on you because I see you as stuck in a pit. But from the other person's perspective, especially if they're okay with where they are, if they don't feel like they're in a pit, or if they don't feel like they're sinking, then I am looking down on them in a negative way. And that is not my intention. So for anybody who's ever accused me of looking down on you, I see your point and I apologize. What I was actually seeing was you in a pit and you sinking, and me trying to figure out what I might be able to do for you or with you to help you. But what I'm realizing is that not everybody needs help or wants help, and not everybody needs or wants my help. I do understand that, but sometimes it's still difficult for me when I see how I could help you. So from the other person's perspective, looking down on, being looked down on doesn't feel good. And I realize that. And so I want you to know that if you are a person who's in that position, like someone's been looking down on you, or you're on the other side of the fence where you've been accused of looking down on the other person, look at it from both sides. Even if you're the person who sees someone struggling and sees them in a pit or in quicksand, sinking sand, and you want to help, all you can really do is throw out a lifeline. You could reach your hand out. But if what happens is they start to pull you into the pit or into the quicksand with them, then you have to release. You have to let that person go. They have to want to be free as much as you want to see them free. If you're on the other hand, if you feel like that someone has been looking down on you, then ask that person or tell that person that you're okay with where you are and they can let go. You don't want their help. You don't need their help. And we can be kind to each other. There's ways to say certain things where it doesn't have to be so hurtful. And there's not always a way, honestly, not to hurt someone's feelings. So if you're trying desperately not to say anything because you might hurt that other person's feelings, I would say not to do that. You're not always going to be able to avoid hurt feelings. Say what you feel like you see and let it be that. Always leave the door open for somebody to come back and get the help once they decide that they want it, because it needs to be the person's idea who needs the help. If they don't want it, don't need it, don't know they're needed, or whatever their reason is for not getting out of the pit, you are not in control over them getting out. You can show them the rope. You can throw the rope down, you can slide the ladder down, you can give them a hand, you can offer all the assistance that you want. But if they don't want it, You cannot force anyone to get out of the pit. Maybe they don't feel like they're in a pit. Maybe they feel like that's the level of hand that they were dealt. They have all their reasons that is where they are. They have gotten comfortable with it. They see nothing wrong with it. So you have to be okay with it. If you're the person who's being looked down upon and you realize that the person is not trying to look down at you, they're trying to help you, they're trying to show you, they're trying to be genuine and authentic and honest with you. If you realize that that's what they're doing, then say, hey, I see what you're doing. Thank you very much. I'm good where I am, but I do appreciate you. On the other hand, if you want the help, if you realize what they're saying and that they're not trying to hurt you intentionally, if you realize what they're saying, take them up on the help. I just want anybody who feels like they are in the pit to get to know that there is help. And there is a such thing that I call a pit mentality, where you have gotten so used to living in the pit that you've tricked yourself into believing that it's fine. You can say it's fine all you want, but if you really do feel like you're in a pit, if you really do feel like you want or need help, reach out. I'm going to drop a link at the end of this video, and I'll likely put it in the comment section as well, so look for it. It could be a first step for you to reach out when you are ready. And in the meantime, if you feel like people are looking down on you, just let them know you see them, you're fine, you're okay. You can do what you need to do, and in your own timing, you can do it when you're ready. So I hope this video has been helpful for both sides of the fence. If you feel like you're in a pit and people are looking down on you, whether you feel like you're in a pit or not, you may think you're just fine. But if you feel like people are looking down on you, I hope this video is helpful. And if you're the person on the other side where you've been accused of looking down on someone, I hope this video has been helpful for you as well. If it has on either side, give it a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe. I'll be back soon. If you'd like to comment, I'd love to hear from you. Until then, be blessed, be proactive about your mental health, and God bless.